Alright folks, back again. The bees are here. Yeah, I almost forgot I was recording all this, so had to run up and get the camera. Alright, you see I got the iron going. You know, I was working off two books. This really old climbers book that was inherited when my dad died. That thing's super old. And I got another book, and both books say different stuff. So we last time we left off, I took the head off, took the jug off. I took the jug and I took the cylinder down to Raber's, and I already knew the jugs were shot, but I got them, and I got my calipers up in there, and we measured them, whatever, and they're at their max. So basically, it's either re-sleeve or find another old jug that came off this bike that had been used, and rebore and hone that, which we did. We found another one that can be bored, 2 more times. So we just got bore and honed it, so it's ready to go. And if I say I burn it up, it gets burned up again, then I can still bore it one more time, go one more time over, get some bigger size pistons. So this book, one book says use hot rags, or use a torch because of these little circlips when you're pulling out the piston rings. You see in here, and they say use a screwdriver. It's a pain in the ass getting this, the piston, these circlips out of these, the wrist pins. So yeah, see, this one says hot electric iron, which I used. It heat expands, so you put on top of the crown, and just let it sit there for a while, and the heat will expand, and then you can have some play. Gives you some room to play with that circlip when you're trying to pop it out of there. Them things come flying out, so wear some safety glasses when you do it. That's the advice. I wasn't wearing them, but you should, if you because you could lose an eyeball or something if one pops you just right. So yeah, the gudgeon pin clips. This is the other book, and they're they say basically putting a hot rag around it, so cylinder bores, tells you what the maximum size and stuff. So let's see. Yeah, see, this one says may be necessary to heat piston with rags dipped in hot water and wrung out. I don't want a bunch of wet slippery stuff, so I just and the iron for me is way much hotter, quicker. You could also use a torch, but I don't really suggest that. I mean, especially if you're gonna use, those pistons are no good. Those are garbage. So I got some new ones coming over, bigger size. Specialty tool right here is what you got to use. This is what the clip looks like once you get it out. Okay. I had to use, it's not a regular circlip. Like a regular circlip on a Harley, you'd use this tool. And these little tips that go in the, here, let me show y'all real quick. There's the circlips. Yeah, here we go. Bunch of circlips right here. So that's basically what a circlip looks like. And the two little holes at the top, you stick this tool in the hole, and then you spread it open. It's got a reverse. See this mechanism, open and close. So you put it here, and then when you squeeze it, it opens. If you switch this, it's the opposite. When you squeeze it, it closes. So one is so when you're putting them on, and one when you're popping them off. So you stick them in those little holes, they pop out. These circlips are gudgeons. They're different. They're not the same. So you have to use a little prying. I had all these tools I was working with. One I found that worked best was this tool with the hook on it. I heated it up, And it's basically this is what you're working with, you know. That's the back side, so you don't have the clip in there, but you basically, there's a little machined recess spot that that clip sits in here, you know, and it holds this. I don't know if you can really see it. There's what you call the wrist pin, you know, right here. It holds your connecting rod, your piston together. This tool is a specialty tool. There's other ways you can, you know, you can make it yourself, or you know, you buy it, whatever. So I have it, and basically you get it on there and you just start cranking. It's about to come off, so I'm gonna set the camera up on the stand and you can watch me take it off. So alrighty.